Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is still pretty early on into my cycle, but I'm going to take a test. This month I tracked ovulation with ovulation tests, but I did not temp, so I don't have a confirmation on which exact day I ovulated on based on my fertility friend app. But I did take ovulation tests and I've thrown them out ever since, but I did have a definite positive LH surge, and if I count that as that or the day after as my ovulation day, I would be 10 DPO. And that is still very early to start testing, but I want to go ahead and test and I'll show you guys why. So today would be, or should be, 10 DPO based on my positive LH surge and based on the cramping that I had, the usual ovulation cramping that I get the day or the day before. And I've also been tracking temperatures now, but I didn't track it the couple days before ovulation, so I guess that kind of screwed up my app. Let me dip this test first. It's confused the app, and I didn't log in my temperatures until after ovulation, and they've been pretty high ever since. So I definitely know I ovulated. And all right, I'm just dipping the test, and then I'll show you guys what I got on my little paper here. This is a first response, and it is going through. So let's leave it there. Let me make sure on the box what it says. It says wait 3 minutes. So, all right. Just ignore these tests over here. I saved the test because I bought these Pregmate tests online, and I took one last cycle even though I knew I was not pregnant. I even wrote it on there, not pregnant. I took it for reference because I like to see if these tests like leave an evaporation line or if they have heavy indent lines. And my not pregnant test did dry with a very faint evaporation line, but it wasn't really visible at all. But I saved it up here so I could have a reference of it to make sure that I don't fool myself thinking that it is a positive this cycle. So 7 DPO. Again, it's a question mark because I am not 100% sure if I am on 10 DPO right now. But based on my positive LH surge back then, this test was taken 7 DPO. And it also dried with a faint line. Not sure if the camera's catching that, but it's definitely darker. But I think it is still an Evap line because I waited 2 more days to today. It's 10 DPO. And as you can see, there's nothing there. There's a light evaporation line as well, but not as dark as that one in the middle. Hopefully you guys can see it good. But that one in the middle has a darker evap line. But since today is 2 days later, there should have been something on here. Now another reason why I'm testing with first response instead of Pregmate now is because of this. This is the ovulation test that come with the Pregmate. And I took one on 7 DPO as well. And you can see it was negative. And then I took one this morning, 10 DPO, and look how much darker it is. Don't worry about this. This is just glue, crazy glue that I'm using to do the test. But I noticed a spike in LH, and they say that sometimes ovulation tests can detect early pregnancy before a pregnancy test can, because the test it gets confused between the HCG hormone and the LH, the luteinizing hormone. So, even though today's pregnancy test was negative at 10 DPO, I thought that was kind of weird how dark it was, and these both were taken at the same time in the morning. So I thought that was kind of weird. So I went out and bought first response just so I can see if anything pops up on that. But even though I still know it's pretty early, 10 DPO, if I am correct, if I am 10 DPO today, it's still pretty early to be testing. But I just thought that this was odd, the way that it got darker all of a sudden. So I just wanted to go ahead and test now, but after this I probably won't test until it is closer to the day that AF is due. So I'm gonna give this test another minute. I'm not sure how long I've been talking, but I'm gonna give it one more minute and then we'll check it out. All right, it should be plenty of time now for the first response to be done. So let's look at it through the camera screen. Looking through the camera screen to see what you guys are seeing, I'm not seeing anything. So I'm going to take a look myself. Yeah, I think it looks negative. Alright, so I got my answer. It definitely looks negative. First response is supposed to be more sensitive than Pregmate. So if I was pregnant this early on, it should have shown something on first response. But then again, not really, because it is still early. Technically, I could still be on the way to implantation. So, but I just wanted to take it just for confirmation, just to make sure. The ovulation test, the higher ovulation test today could mean something and also could not mean anything at all. So, but that's why I wanted to take the first response just to as a double check. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video either way, and I will be back maybe 13 DPO, the day before AF is due, and we'll continue on testing from there. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching.